Here's the iPhone 15. I'm going to do the back glass replacement on this device. This is going to be the easiest way to replace the back glass on the iPhone 15. The back is held by double-sided tape. You need to hit the back glass of the iPhone 15 for approximately 40 seconds. This is what I did. And after that, as you can see, I couldn't use a suction cup and I used a blade in order to create the small opening between the frame of the device and the broken back glass. And then I started to use a guitar pick in order to separate the back glass from the frame of the device. In your case, if the back glass is not completely broken like mine, you can use a suction cup in order to pull the back glass slightly and then insert a guitar pick and start removing the back glass. With the new design of the back glass on the iPhone 15, the 15 Plus, the Pro Max, it is easier to replace the back glass as opposed to the previous version of the iPhone. It is also the same for the iPhone 14 and the 14 Plus. The only thing that I do not really like with the new back glass on the new iPhones, it is not held by some kind of plastic on the back. So if it got broken, it is going to try to spread out in pieces. This is what I have here. The only issue with that is the cable on the back of the back glass. They decided to glue the wireless coil and all those flex cable on the back glass of this device. So if the back glass is badly broken, it may damage the flex cable of those components. The cables are on the right side of the device while looking at the device from the back. This is the only area that you have cables that can be damaged during the process of removing the broken back glass. At least with this new iPhone, the wireless coil, the flashlight and external microphone that is on the back of the back glass, if it does get damaged, you can simply replace it. It is not paired with the logic board or the motherboard of your device. So technically, while doing this process, if you have a new back glass with a wireless coil already attached on it, you can simply have a small opening of the old back cover that is broken and simply pull it with force and remove everything. Even if you break the flex cable for the wireless coil, you simply have another wireless coil on the new back glass that you can simply put on the back of your device. Since this is going to be another expense in order to get a new wireless coil, I'm just going to do everything the normal way in order to salvage the wireless coil, external microphone and flashlight of this iPhone 15. The way the back glass is attached to the iPhone 15 is that Apple used a metal frame and also a double-sided tape. The metal frame has a few pins that goes on the inside of the device and latch to the frame of this iPhone 15. So this is why you see me insert the guitar pick a little bit far inside beyond the metal frame in order to pull the metal frame. This is going to help the metal frame be undone and not be attached to the frame of the device. And this is the only way the back glass of this device is going to be completely detached out of the frame. After saying that, make sure that you keep in mind that on the right side of the device, you have the flex cable for the wireless coil and the other stuff that is attached to the back glass. You do not need to insert the guitar pick far inside on that area because you may damage the flex cable for the wireless coil. Just keep that in mind while you remove the side where you have the wireless coil and flex cable. The flex cable is connected to the motherboard and it is retained by a retaining plate that is held by one screw. After you remove that one screw, you can undo the retaining plate and just simply disconnect the flex cable and remove the broken back glass. Okay, here's the new wireless coil that I got with my new back glass, and here's the new back glass. So unfortunately, there are a few things that you need to remove out of the old back glass in order to install the new wireless coil, unless you got a back glass that has everything already pre-installed on the back of the back glass, which is the retaining plate for the external microphone and also the small plastic that is on the back of the flashlight. You also have a retaining plate on the flashlight that is going to be held by one screw. After you remove that screw, you can remove the retaining plate. For the external microphone, you simply need to undo the retaining plate by using a blade and pry it out. Also, there is a metal plate that is directly on the back of the external microphone, and you need to remove that one in order to install the external microphone on the new back glass. So basically, after you remove the broken back glass, you need to detach the flashlight and also the external microphone and retain all those small components that you need to transfer on the new back glass. So when I start to do the reinstallation of everything on the new back glass, you will understand better everything that I said. So before I do that, I started to clean the inside of the iPhone 15 and removed all the double-sided tape that was still left on the frame of the device. If you use a metal tool like I did, in order to scrap all the double-sided tape on the inside, make sure that you do not puncture the battery or scratch the battery with the metal tool. It might cause some fire or completely damage your battery. So here's the new back glass. It has the metal frame pre-installed, and also you can see you have the small magnet also pre-installed. In my case, I will be using the new wireless coil and the magnet that it came with, so this is why I removed all the small magnets that were pre-installed on the new back glass. If you want to reuse the wireless coil that came from the broken back glass, you simply need to apply some heat on the back glass and slowly pull the flex cable in order to detach all the flex cable and the wireless coil from the broken back glass. Also, while doing that, if it gets difficult to pull the flex cable, put some heat on the back of the back glass. It is going to help you remove the flex cable easily. And most importantly, without damaging the wireless coil or any other flex cable on the back of the broken back glass. Check my back glass replacement on the iPhone 14 and my second back glass replacement on the iPhone 15 for the wireless coil removal. The first thing that you need to install is the external microphone mesh. After that, you need to install this metal plate on the external microphone mesh. I just heated the metal plate slightly, and after that I pulled the flex cable and removed it. For the installation, if the metal plate has double-sided tape on the back, you can simply install it. If not, you can add a small B7000 in order for it to stick on the back of the back glass. Make sure that the liquid glue is applied only on the extremities and it doesn't obstruct the microphone mesh. So the next step is to remove this small plastic on the back of the flashlight. This small plastic on the back of the old flashlight needs to be transferred on the new flashlight. This is part of the water resistance system or process of this iPhone, but since the device is no longer going to be water resistant, you can choose to transfer that small plastic or simply not transfer it. The installation of the new wireless coil and flashlight external microphone is easy. You need to start with the flashlight, then the external microphone, and finish with the wireless coil. So before you add all the retaining plates, make sure that you test the new part that you just installed on the back glass to make sure that everything is working properly. You need to test the flashlight and also test the wireless charging. Then if everything is good, you can install all the retaining plate on the back glass. There is one retaining plate for the flashlight, as you can see, held by one screw. And also there is one small retaining plate for the external microphone. For the external microphone, if it doesn't attach to the metal frame, make sure that you apply a small pressure on the extremities so that it bends inwards. So currently everything has been attached, everything has been tested, and everything is working. The only thing left to do is to seal the back of this iPhone 15. I recently started a membership here on YouTube. If you're interested, pause the video and read why I did so. So before I close the back glass, I need to make sure that there is nothing on the camera lenses. So this is why I blew some air on the inside of the device. I'm going to use B7000 in order to seal the back of this iPhone 15. But if you choose to do so, and it is mostly because I didn't get a double-sided tape with my new back glass, B7000 does work and will seal the back of your iPhone 15. The only issue with the new design of the iPhone 15 is that there is the area where you have the buttons that is open, and if B7000 does get inside between the button and the mechanic of the button, you will no longer hear the clicking sound of your buttons. So make sure that there is not much B7000 around that area. The easiest fix for that is to have the device lay on the back after you have installed the back glass using B7000. So this is at least for the first 2 hours, 2 to 4 hours after installation. So here's what happened. This small pin, this metal pin on the back of the iPhone 15 back glass wasn't going on the inside where it has to go. So this is one of the cause of broken back glass while trying to replace your back glass. Since these are aftermarket back glass, if the placement of that small pin on the bottom portion of the back glass is slightly off, there is a greater risk of breaking the back glass while trying to push that metal pin on the inside of the device. Solution number 1, avoid applying pressure on the back glass when you feel that it is not going in. Solution number 2, make sure that you install the bottom portion of the back glass before you do the upper portion of the back glass. By saying that, you simply need to align the bottom portion of the back glass with the pins where it has to sit and make sure that that portion of the back glass is fully installed before you do the upper portion where you have the cameras. Solution number 3, simply remove that small pin at the bottom of the back glass by using heat on the back of the back glass and use a metal tool to remove the small metal pin. I think this is something unnecessary that they did with the new design, but we will see in the future if they remove it or keep doing it. This was the iPhone 15 back glass replacement. Subscribe, like and share the video, and I will see you next time.